What's up, everybody out there? Spidey of the Aranya Boys coming to you from the Spidey Den. And we got another lot of cards for GameStop to send to PSA that I want to get on video. And today, this just happened to come into mail. And I don't know about everyone else out there, but the Aranya Boys are getting ready for the 30th anniversary. I don't know if you noticed it with me picking up the 20th anniversary Generations pink collections. And now we're grabbing the Celebrations 25th anniversary Elite Trainer box. Because on the 30th anniversary, I love that Greninja. On the 30th anniversary, we're going to be celebrating. Of course, we're going to be, I would like to rip some generation packs, some celebrations packs, and of course, whatever the 30th anniversary is going to be. So I figure I'm going to start now. I'm grabbing up celebrations as cheap as possible. Grabbing up Generations. There's no as cheap as possible with Generations. There just isn't. I'm getting whatever I can at the best price I possibly can. And right now, you can still find these right now for under $100. No problem. I know the retail, not the retail, the secondary market value is saying anywhere from like 120 to 140. But it's just, no, it's not correct because I paid for less than $100 for this box. And I have another one that I'm looking at for less than $100. So if you look, you can find them. Yeah, and I do plan on bringing in that second one. But enough about that. The 30th is not until next year, so like I said, get them now before they really do skyrocket. That's pretty much the only thing that I can say. I'm doing it now. That way, I don't know what these things are gonna be whenever it comes to the 30th anniversary. And I don't care because I'm gonna pick them up now instead of that. All right, so let's get into the 8 cards that we are going to be submitting to GameStop, and this is the 3rd installment because here we go. We already have our first 2 already dropped off. And the cool thing about this is I don't know how long this is going to take, but as I'm submitting week after week, I imagine that they're going to come in waves, and that's going to be awesome. Give me a chance to do them video by video, which is I think it's going to be cool. I'm pretty excited about it. But okay, I was going to get Dakota or Dominic to pick out the next 8. Unfortunately, with my son's work schedules, they did not have the time, so I had to step in and do another 8 this week. And I am sticking with the same theme as I've been sticking with the whole time. I'm going to be sending 4 Scarlet and Violet, and I'm going to be sending 4 Sword and Shield, or earlier Sword and Shield, Sun and Moon, X and Y, Black and White. And so let's get started with the Scarlet and Violet. First one here, we got an Iron Crown from Temporal Forces, Special Illustrated Rare. This card I love this card. I did not pull this. I actually bought it from a person who did pull it. So it went straight from the pack into a penny sleeve. And it looks pretty clean. I can't complain. 9, 10, we'll be happy with it. Just want to get it in a slab. And the next one I did pull, actually, I pulled this 151 Special Illustration Rare of Zapdos EX with all 3 of the birds. Man, that's just beautiful. Look at the texture. All the birds. This is I love this card. And I've pulled it 3 times. But this particular one I pulled at my son's baby shower. So it looks pretty good, looks pretty clean. Yes, we ripped Pokemon cards at my son's baby shower. and it was epic. We pulled this bad boy out of a Alakazam box, not a Zapdos box, an Alakazam box. So yeah, I love this card. 9, 10, doesn't matter. It was we all know where this was pulled. This was pulled during Dominic's baby shower. Actually, I should say Amanda's baby shower. It's not the dude's. It's not the dude's baby shower. I'm just saying. All right, the next card, I did not pull this either, but while I was at the Baltimore Regionals, I seen a dealer who had like 11 or 12 of these, and I went through. He let me look at all 11 of them. I went over them with a fine tooth comb, and this is the one that I ended up buying for $10 at the Baltimore Regional, and it is pretty clean, and it is the most centered one. No whiting. It doesn't really matter. As long as it comes back a 9, I am fine. Because quite honestly, the artist, Oku, I'm not sure if that's how you actually pronounce his name. He has 8 Pokemon illustrations. He's a new artist to Pokemon. And this is one of his, which this is the Goslopod. Of course, he did the Wimpod illustration rare. He also did the I think it is the King Gambit from Shrouded Fables that comes in the 4-pack like collection box. And he also did one of my favorite illustration rares. He did the Scissors from Obsidian Flame. So I really definitely want to get this slabbed up because this guy, I love all of his illustrations. And he did some common illustrations like the Chi-Yu, which is the common Chi-Yu. So good, so good. So I have to send that one. And then the next one is the Chi-Yu. Didn't I just say your name, bro? Yeah, I did. Okay, this is the Chi-Yu special illustration from Paldea Evolved. I bought a Elite Trainer box, and like, look at the texture. God, this card is beautiful. It's the most beautiful goldfish I've ever seen. But I usually keep regular ETBs, and I stockpile a bunch of them, and then me and the boys will just rip into like 3 or 4. Well, I went over to Dominic's with the Paldea Evolved regular ETB, and he pulled this. I did not. He beat me in that battle, but it is clean and it's cool. And I know that my son Dominic pulled it, so hopefully it comes back a 9 or 10 so I can hook him up with that. So there's our 4 Scarlet and Violet. And I'm going to try every week to send one of these because, man, up until Scarlet and Violet, X and Y was one of my favorite eras. And this Mega Houndoom EX is so awesome. The texture on it is fantastic. And yes, it is pretty centered, and well, it's close. It's the most centered one I had. And there's no whiting on this one. I didn't actually check the other 2. I think I got 3 or 4 of these cards. I didn't check the other ones for whiting, but I just wanted to get one into slab. I might get back later and check the other ones. This is one of Dominic's favorite cards. That's why we have 3 or 4 of it. I did not pull any of these. Dominic pulled one of them, and he bought like a bunch of them. But yeah, I'm sending it in because I love the Megas. They're like one of my favorite kind of cards ever made. I love the Megas. So, and we sent the Mega Gyarados already. So we're going to send the Houndoom this week. And then we're going to go to some Crown Zenith. The Deoxys VMAX. I pulled this out of Crown Zenith. It's pretty clean. I just love that card. So I just want to get into the slab. The Pikachu VMAX. I think this is from Lost Origin. If I'm wrong, I apologize. I do believe this is the one from Lost Origin, but this is clean. Dominic pulled it on Christmas. It was so weird. Uh, Whenever we opened up some stuff on Christmas, Dominic had already pulled this on his birthday. He had already pulled this card on his birthday, and he has that in his collection. So on Christmas, we're opening cards. He pulled it again. I said, nope. I said, you already have it. This one's mine. And it's clean. And my son pulled it, so I'm definitely going to send it away. But the funny thing is I pulled the Garvantula EX Special Illustration Rare out of Stellar Crown. All right. And then on Christmas, I pulled it for the second time. You know, it couldn't have went like, the Pokemon card gods couldn't have just let me pull this and Dominic pull the Garvantula so we could each have one on our record. But no, now Dominic's got 2 of these and I got none. And I have 2 Garvantulas and Domi has none. Well, I mean, pulled wise. But yeah, crazy how that stuff just works out. It's just nutty. Okay, and then the next one is the Umbreon VMAX with her trainer Karen. This is clean. I pulled this a night after, is this one Brilliant Stars? I think it was Brilliant Stars. After Pokemon League night, Dominic was kind of come back to the house. I said, well, then we might as well buy some packs from the store, and pulled this the same night that we I pulled the Entei V from Crown Xena. It was a good night, and we're gonna send it in. I just think it's an awesome card. I actually think all these are really, really awesome cards. I like all of them in this submission. So here we go. We got our next 8. I will be taking these to GameStop tomorrow, because tomorrow is the restock. And I'm telling you what, it's pretty hectic. It gets pretty hectic trying to hit 2 restocks and trying to hit GameStop before they close at 8 o'clock. Oh, 8 o'clock. What is going on, GameStop? You gotta give brother some more time. You gotta give brother some more time. Can't you extend your hours to 9 o'clock? We get more daylight now. I'm just saying, help a brother out. All right, so there you go. I have all 8 of these on video now. I'm very excited to go drop these off. I'm very excited to see what the restock's gonna have tomorrow. Either way, I'm going to be picking up a bunch of stuff. And I will be recording, because I kind of like doing that video restock submission day. It's fun. It's hectic, but it's fun. So I hope everybody out there is having a great week. Go out there, do something good for someone, and the good will come back to you. Whew. All this grading. Spending all this money on grading, I could be picking up 3 or 4 of these. But I think it's going to be worth it. And the kids are going to be happy. So, happy kids, that's all that counts. Spuddy out.